Well, I was excited about the energy that our guys brought. We had a nice few days of practice. Everyone was well rested coming back from Christmas break, and one of the things you worry about as a coach is, are they going to be conditioned enough to play in a game? And ideally, we had a couple games for our classic, but ended up with just one. So the energy was there, and I was very excited about that. We knew this would be a team with us, with our length and how big we can be. We're going to play against a team that was going to run up and down the court a little bit. So we were able to get up there, and they had a couple fast breaks on us, but our guys fought. We got stops when we needed them, so that's exciting for a coach. We've preached that all season long, and I think we're finally coming around to getting that. We're not necessarily going to have one guy who's going to average 20 or 30 points, but ideally, if we could get 4+ guys in double digits, that's great for us. And I think we're starting to come along. I think in the last few games, that's what we've had. We've had as many assists. We had as few as 4, sometimes 3 on bad games. But that just shows that we're moving the ball a little bit. And having 22 assists, I don't know, that may be the highest we had all year. Get it to open hands. And a good job for our guys for doing that. I think it's the best shooting half. We've had a few games right now that we've shot 60% within a half. If we could put 2 of those together, maybe we'll get a 20, 30+ win, and maybe I'll be able to sleep better at night or so. But we came out, and what we were doing in the first half is we were trying to create too much, and we got back to moving the ball around, getting the open hands, and when we did that, we made them work, especially when it went to the zone. So we got opportunity once guys started knocking down shots. I told them the defense always looks good. The offense always looks good when you're getting stops. Well, one of my philosophies is treat every game like it's a championship, and that's how we treated this one. We said it's the last game of the year. The goal of every team is to win the last game of the season. Obviously, that's usually the championship game. So our goal was to treat this like a championship, and the guys are pretty excited right now and jumping up and down. And yeah, it's just a regular season game to most, but for us, it was a championship. Well, just like we stress as a coaching staff that we'll have multiple guys in double digits, we have to have multiple guys getting the boards. We don't have one guy who's going to get 9 or 10 every night, but if we could get multiple guys with 4+, that's great, and that's exactly what we had. We eliminated their offensive rebounds. I believe they had 3 for the game. They shot the ball pretty well in the first half, so that's why they didn't have that many. But when we forced them to shoot bad shots, we were completing the play by getting the defensive board. And once again, the offense looks good when you're able to fully get a stop. Leadership. I went in and I dug into our guys, and I was pretty hard on them. But when I get out of the locker room, those guys, they spend a little time in there. We have a lot of maturity on this team, and what we had tonight was guys had taken ownership of their mistakes, but also saying, "Hey, I'm going to make up for it." And that's beautiful, and they actually did. It's one thing to just talk, but when you go out there and you put it into action, that was beautiful for us. So you see in the first half, I think we had a 4-point lead. We were shooting horribly. We had 9 turnovers. In the second half, we went out and we played the way that we think we can play for the rest of the season.